No Recipe Required. I'm Dave, and tonight we're talking potatoes. Now, there's 1,000 different recipes, or probably 10,000 different recipes for potatoes. One of my favorites, though, is called Potato Dauphinoise. This is essentially a kind of a gratin dish, or potato gratin dish. What we're going to do is slice the potatoes super thin, mix them in with a little bit of cream, bake them off, and makes an absolutely awesome side dish. I think you're going to love it, and I think you're going to love watching to see how it's made. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, for our potato dauphinoise, we're going to slice some potatoes. Easiest way to do this, well, not the easiest way. Easiest way is maybe a mandolin. If you don't have one, just go ahead and take your first slice off the bottom of the potato, then put it down. Now you got a nice stable one, and just go through and make as uniform as possible cuts through, and you want them kind of nice and thin, you know, maybe 1/8 of an inch thick. I've got 4 Yukon Gold potatoes here, and this is enough for at least, 5 or 6 people. I'm going to finish these off, then we're going to start cooking them off in a little bit of milk. Okay, so I just put my saucepan or soup pan on the flame. I'm going to add 2 cloves of minced garlic. I'm going to add some milk, just enough to kind of cover, or barely cover. And I'm going to season with salt and pepper, a good amount, because potatoes, frankly, can use a good amount of seasoning. And I'm just going to bring this up to, I was going to say a simmer. It's kind of like barely a simmer, almost like just under a simmer. And I'm going to cook them for about 15-20 minutes. It's also important to not do a couple things. One, you don't really want to get in there and stir it too much. I'm just going to do kind of one gentle stir to get the salt and pepper distributed. You don't want to break up the potatoes. And then the other thing is, before you put them in here, you don't want to wash the potatoes, because we want the starch to help thicken up that milk that's in there. Okay, after just like 20 minutes, it's going to be amazing how much that milk thickens up. So I'm going to move this off the heat, and I'm going to grab my baking tin, and I've just lightly greased it with a little bit of olive oil. You can easily use butter as well. Let me get it in the camera, in the picture there. Ooh, let me grab a pot holder, because that sucker is hot. And we're going to turn the potatoes out into our baking dish or tray, and then give it a good kind of shake to just even things out. Actually, we're going to throw a little bit more cream on there, and then as an optional step, you can top it with some cheese. I'm using a bit of Gruyere, which is kind of like a Swiss cheese. And then I'm just going to pop this into like a 375 degree oven for about an hour. Okay, so my potatoes have been in about 45 minutes. I could let them go longer, but I'm getting hungry. You definitely want to see a little bit of bubbling. You want to see the nice brown top. And if you pull it out now, you can see it's also pretty soupy. Now you do want to make sure, one thing you got to do, if I can find a knife, we'll use this big guy, is just poke her in and make sure the potatoes are nice and tender and soft. You gotta let this rest for about 20 minutes before we can cut into it. Okay, so here we go with our dauphinoise that I've let rest for, at least 20 minutes. 30, 40, all be fine. You wanna take a nice fork, or not a fork, a knife, kind of loosen up all around the edges. Now I'm serving mine with a beautiful steak, a little New York strip, and get in there with the spatula and pull it out, slide it off, reshape it, and there you go with that beautiful potato side dish and dauphinoise. I will see you next time on No Recipe Required.